toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Houston, Texas, and Rice Stadium, home to the Owls. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Tulane Green Wave, squaring off with another team from the American, the Rice Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Tulane Green Wave offense takes the field, and they'll have the ball first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
Hard running there. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
And the offense went right back to their man, and this time the defense was ready to stop him. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Under fire. He'll throw it. It'll be incomplete. extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Tight end now in motion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. So the Rice Owls offense will get the ball for the first time. And this running game, Jesse, which has been suspect, is going to run into a stone wall in that linebacking core.
I think the big question then is how is this offense going to have any balance in this game? They need to find creative ways to run the football. We've seen this linebacker shut down much better running backs than what they have on offense. So, David, they're going to have to find ways to still get their backs touches, but try to keep them away from this guy because he is a heat-seeking missile.
He is, and he's sideline to sideline. He's good in the pass. He's good in the run. Like, he really is hard to get away from. Maybe read him some. You know, get the ball out quick. Try to avoid him as much as possible because he has wrecked many a games.
Guys, let's chat just a little about Rice. Recruiting starting to pick up a little bit for them, Jesse. I'm sure you saw they got a 3-star quarterback last week. And for a program like this, that can be a great building block.
That was a massive win for them. There were so many bigger programs after this guy, and yet he ended up here. And because of that, he is now a key building block, not just for this offense, but for the team moving forward. Lots of people very excited. And a lot of people expect to win right now just because of how good this 3-star QB is.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Tulane has it back in the offense coming out to go on the attack. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
The Green Wave with plenty of options here on second and short. He'll run it again. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? How aggressive might this play call be on third and short from the 46? The offense changing the play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Ingram. Inside the 25. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. From the red zone, it's Ingram. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. They tried to run the counter, but absolutely nothing doing.
And those counter plays take a little longer to develop sometimes. You're usually pulling one or two guys, and that penetration in the backfield.
Touchdown, Tulane! Great job by the back on the option. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
We've reached the break, and it's Tulane on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Sends it back in motion. Scanning the field, it's Craig. Dumps it off in the flats. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking downfield on first down. Pocket breaking down. Plucks it out of the air. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Tulane to the line, facing 2nd and short. Back to pass. Dumps it to the back. Catch in the middle. It's Harris. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Pass interference. Offense.
A very productive. Play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. A little screen to the running back. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving away from pressure. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Turning it on. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Spits it out to the back. Catch in the middle, it's Petty. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Looking to fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Tulane comes to the line needing less than a yard on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Green Wave working with a fresh set of downs. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
and the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Here's the pressure. Got his man downfield. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Oh, they're after him. Caught behind the line. It's Ingram. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Tulane right back to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. Finds a little space. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. Just it makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Under fire. They get to him as he throws. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Jet sweep to the edge. And going to the run is going to backfire as the clock runs out here in the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Houston. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside historic Rice Stadium.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Off play action. Got it in the middle, it's Kelly. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions and really need to cash in on this drive. Back to pass, it's Craig. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Field goal is good. Now the lead is down to 11. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here, get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they liked.
To the air on second down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Green Wave in a world of hurt on third and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the boot, looking for his man. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Wants to throw. It's Craig. Bringing the heat. He's got him. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Reads it, fires complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to keep it in the air. He makes the grab. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Owls are on the move. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Kelly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Owls in a good spot here with second and short. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
Oh, they blocked it!
And how big does that sting? Guys, you had a chance to bring this to a one-possession game. Now, in the second half, it still remains a two-possession game. This is one of those plays we might look back and say, what if?
Going with the ground game left. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Toss sweep right. Find some fresh air. There he goes. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the third quarter. Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On the ground, it's Ingram. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On third down, he drops to throw. Working the middle. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. It's on target and complete. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't.
Oh, he's got some space. Got enough space. Touchdown, Green Wave. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That's reeled in. It's Kelly. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. Dropping back, it's Craig. Caught over the middle. It's Kelly.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Now the play fake. On target over the middle. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Rice rushes to the line.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Second down coming up. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The snap sets up to throw. Back's got it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Let's go! They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rice!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. So a drive there of 85 yards. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on that.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Going to swing it on second down. That's caught. It's Verrier. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Finds his big tight end. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Green Wave with plenty of options here on 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Green Wave working with a fresh set of downs. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here. Quarterback extends the play. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got it on the run. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on 4th and goal. The play action fake. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock. And the Owls are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Craig. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying play action. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Trying to hit the sideline on the right. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Tulane. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pressure coming, and the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Rush is on him.
Taken down for a sack. A 10-yard loss on the play.
A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate.
Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Mountaineers will put toe to leather and we'll get started. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Houston's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw into double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up into double coverage.
Using his feet. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. They think there's room to run to the right here.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Barnes. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And here comes the field goal unit. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the 1st quarter.
This time on target. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Unleashes it on the run. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and I just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big 1st down.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Finds his tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Line getting set on 2nd down. Just keeps swinging it. Makes the catch. It's Connors. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on 1st down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Houston will snap it in the red zone. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds him out of the backfield. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They're not into 3s. They want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20, pick up a 5 to the 19.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's White. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
When offenses get 1st downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. We've reached the end of the period. It's West Virginia on top, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. The Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Mountaineers headed quickly to the line. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Back to pass, it's Wegman. quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. So now it's 2nd and long. They're going to run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. On 4th down, going to the air. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They'll go right back to the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Line is set on 3rd down. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Breaks into the open. Smashes ahead. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. The run from the shotgun. Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line, a pickup of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. To the air, it's Wegman. Got it set up on the outside. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. They'll need about 6 here on 2nd down from the 20. Looking to fire. Setting up the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. They'll start this drive from the 42. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football,
just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
How about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. To the air on 1st down. Looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. They've got the first down. Mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Give to the running back. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Second half just about ready to start, and Houston will kick it off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little... He's going to throw deep right side. Makes a grab deep. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
What a throw on first down on the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
Off play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
The Mountaineers in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown, West Virginia. A great catch and run for 6. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this. You keep finding them.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll keep it on the ground. Turning it on! And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
They'll give it to him again. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. It's Wegman. Here's a heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive.
29 Philly.
Power football with the run. Quick spin on the run. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the 1st down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. There he goes. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense got it. They're on the run. Got a lot of room to the right. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You know, they say sometimes you got to be at the right place at the right time, and that linebacker was. When that ball came free, he saw it immediately, was able to scoop it, show you the speed. He takes it back for a long touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. From the gun, the ground game. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. The Mountaineers will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Broussard. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Broussard. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
leaves it with the running back.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Off the play fake on 1st down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Under fire. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. And the Mountaineers decide to punt it away. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got a man. It's Sanford. Trying to give them some room to work with. Stopped just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's kind of what offense has done all day.
Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football.